Roger jungle or gold. It will be
What?
Roger jungle, Lunox in the gold.
Or Zest Gold, maybe.
Lunox in the gold.
No,
Nice.
no way, Lunox or Zest Gold. But yeah, this is how interesting. The chaos ensued in the Land of Dawn. The Chaos Derby of Alter Ego versus Bigetron Alpha.
Land of Dawn, here we go for the first game. It's a mage clash in the gold lane, not your typical marksman. So let's see here, who will take game one?
Also in the jungle, and you can see Nile on the Roger will be having the clear advantage. And unlike the other games we've seen, you see the teams do a lot of creative things. For now, the roamers aren't really helping out the mid laner, but Key doing a pesky move to try and delay the purple buff, trying to give Supercan a fighting chance when it comes to the clearing competition. But the emblems here by Indihome, you can see that the weapon mastery is in the hands of Roundgo. He wants to play the long game. The firmness for the Tegriel with the Wilderness Blessing is going to be Owen trying to rotate around as fast as possible. And now, if you see, like, Arman, he goes with the Inspire, so he's going to be deceptively tanky as a little falls to the hands of Bigetron.
Yep, two mages in the gold lane, but that Festival of Blood from Lunox Arashi. Eman really looking to be a bit more sustainable in a team fight.
Well, Highs here, with that Festival of Blood on the Lunox, you already have a built-in regeneration tool in your kit. And in the early game, level 1 to level 2, you're actually deceptively good at going for duels. Now with the Festival of Blood, a lot more survivability in that late game, so maybe you'll be able to be around the map a lot more than usual. But look at the damage!
Oh, Lespert's blood, Superken finding a kill on towards Roundel, who popped the Purify as well.
Yeah, this guy really knows the limit of Grok, man. Using that barrier to kind of enable Superken with the Electro Final Blow.
That's a crazy amount of damage in the early game. The power of nature, it's almost a surprising amount of damage because he just walks up slowly but surely and just nukes you down. And in the gold lane, you can see Aman taking the conservative approach as the team goes for the turtle, already close to half HP.
Yep, Nino terrified here. Oh, Glorious Pathway popped. Now jumps in though. A loose Super Luke finds him undefended. But now Nino zeroes out Moreno. Superken quite low. Owen, out of all people, finds the turtle. Now they want to fight Niall, looking for Key. This might be it, but Key still has the flicker though. Alter Ego controls fully of the purple buff. Now Bigetron, they will have to concede the turtle and the purple buff.
We've talked about Nino on the Hylos, and that was questionable, to be honest, Arashi. He was level 3. The Glorious Pathway was not there yet for Nino, and he's still somehow able to zone Moreno away.
It's just the sustainability, right? You're so tanky and you just walk forwards, unstoppable, and eventually the squishier members will have to back away. Talent prediction here by our new application GoPay though shows that Papulong, as always, is never going with the flow. That is his whole identity. It will never happen. But for Alter Ego, man, that's a great approach to go for the neutral objective, but focus more on the fight first, on the pickoffs first before committing onto the neutral objective. Bigetron expanded the I'm Offended from Luke to try and replicate that play to zone away the jungle from the neutral objective, but they miscalculated.
Man, Nino.
So annoying.
Yeah, for sure. And Luke, this kind of denies that the roaming potential that we talk about that with Super Luke. He's one of the best EXP laners in terms of like the calculative approach of just letting go of your minion when you need to, but when you're up against a Hylos, oh my goodness!
2v1 can Super Luke. I'm offended. Super Ken is there. Looking for the eye for a 9. There you go. But it seems like it will be enough to somehow disengage. No casualties top lane.
The first bout between Nael and also Super Luke ended up with no one converting to kills whatsoever. And it looks quite good. And the first thing that we see.
Man, look at the gold difference here. Moreno and Key having an advantage, but everywhere else, it's actually for Alter Ego. The fact that they're so tanky right here means that despite the best ganks from Supercan, he hasn't really been able to find anything after that initial first blood. Now with the turtle coming back up, Alter Ego, they even have an option here to go straight for the pickoff, going immediately for the zap.
Yep, 45 popped. That's info. Alter Ego taking it slow as well here on that turtle take. Let's see here, Alter Ego, will they take more space? Owen has the flicker and implosion. Keep an eye for that, but Nino here trying to zone out here. Seems like he will not commit. Glorious pathway committed in the backside. Oh, and good pull! But Super Ken finds the turtle. Now in the backside, it will all for Alter Ego. They will not have business just yet, though. They will be happy in just taking zone, but losing on the turtle.
Just like Esports said, meanwhile, no highs. Oh, this might be in trouble, but no. Still lives. Just like Raceboy said, the 5-man of Bigetron Alpha definitely is mechanically sound. Super Ken getting out of the danger, out of the CC of Owen with the eye for an eye. Meanwhile, though, Super Luke, Deja Vu Rashi, he once again pulls 2 members away from the turtle area.
This seems to be how they go and approach these neutral objective takes, but Super Ken.
Cards, good implosion. Now, good pull there. Sacred Hammer and Niall finds Super Ken in the top lane. It's 1-for-1. Bigetron, though, takes a turret in the bottom side of the map.
Super Luke, though, with the War Axe. A lot more sustain, a lot more damage available. Despite how it looks, the turret advantage actually falls to the hands of Bigetron, taking away the turret in the bottom side. Looking at the in-game equipment, that's a War Axe for Super Ken as well, so expect the outplays, expect the sustainability. And for Moreno, with a 20% cooldown reduction from the Enchanted Talisman, look out for those big outplays with the IMU.
But sadly, that survivability will be, you know, countered with 2 glowing ran right away from both mages of Alter Ego. Even Lunox, the one that usually go for like a full frontal assault magic damage build, chooses to go for a glowing wand first item, possibly to lane against Eman.
It certainly isn't an item build meant for instant burst damage, but maybe he's playing for the long game, right? He wants to make sure that he can apply that debuff to multiple members in a team fight, which can do very easily with the Brilliance order. Look at the maneuvers here from the side of Bigetron, sending three members top, attempted to make a play happen to rotate immediately to the neutral objective as Highs surprises Iman.
Oh my
god. But both people will back away.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? With the glowing wand, it's also a life bane effect, right? You counter the shielding from Iman, so it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And technically now, Alter Ego, they want to fight Nino, trying to somehow chip away. Oh, Super Ken finds the turtle, but it seems like Alter Ego, they will be finding key though, will be stuck. So that's a kill added for Alter Ego.
But yeah, it is a roamer for a turtle Arashi, and you know who's winning on that.
I'm offended on towards Owen. Implosion force, but Iman has enough damage to take him down. And now they want the mid. Highs all alone, stunned up. Oh, Brilliance hopped just to zone away though. They still have a wave to take care of, but the backup is there. So they will be able to defend that mid.
Alter Ego really to play around this Hylas, man. You saw that earlier. They grouped around Nino to try and go for the bottom side turret, but Bigetron pressured the mid lane turret so much, they gave Alter Ego an option. You want to go for the bottom turret? Sure, but we're going to trade that for the mid turret, and eventually Alter Ego were forced to rotate, and they were late to the party. 2.4k gold lead for Bigetron, and they're still taking over the jungle, stealing away all the resources. If Alter Ego can't get control here and try and make the fights a bit more organized, it's going to be so difficult because at this point, Super Ken is going for a Thunder Belt, a very unique build we haven't seen in a while, but that gives this Benedetta a bit more tankiness and a bit more scaling into the late game.
Also a lot of damage, right? The true damage Thunder Belt gives also has value for Super Ken.
And also a more dynamic approach to team fight. You can just go in with the eye for an eye, or maybe just start the team fight with the electrifying blow, but Super Ken getting low here, but still gets out.
Mid lane though, so annoying in the front side or the mid side. It seems like they want the mid. Alter Ego though, they will be able to defend this time.
Rashi, this composition from Bigetron Alpha. Oh, Nino might be in trouble here.
Stunned up, blocked by the barrier. Still though,
oh my
still
God,
able to tank all the damage. And Mon steps in to execute Nino.
Too much damage taken without any traded back. Alter Ego left Nino all the way in the back when he still was supposed to use everything, but Owen!
Quicker implosion! The damage isn't there. Now Niall on the backside trying to look for key. Super Ken final blow. And Bondo finds a kill. Highs next on the toppling block. Brilliance to get away, and Bigetron finds another trade.
The youngin looking a bit too hot-headed. Owen with that concealed play might be a little bit too early. And just countered right away from the vet from Key. This is the welcome to MPL ID moment for him.
Altrigo do not have burst damage and AoE combo to really take full value out of the implosion. It's always meant to be a stalling tool to allow Highs and Nile in the backline and Roundel to just output their damage. They needed again to play around the Hylas. Nino is the key for this composition to work. If he doesn't stay in the front line and absorb the damage like he did earlier, it's gonna be a bit too difficult. But when he is targeted, Altrigo needs to back him up.
You know, being again so annoying the front lines. Last time though, he was punished. Altrigo this time has more reinforcements. Now conceal. Mikey looking to open more bushes. Oh, stunned. Shaman Force popped. Nino receiving a lot of damage now with the pull as well. Nino might be punished for the second time. And Amon will secure it again. Highs and friends looking to find a trade. Too desperate perhaps now, jumping in into a 5-man Bigetron members, and Amon collects the double.
Oh my goodness, Super Luke though. Actually, they don't want to go for anything just yet more because the HP bars is gone for Bigetron Alpha, but Super Ken is still in the vicinity trying to take the Lord.
He can kind of try and regen from it as well, but there's no need for Bigetron to risk this. The wave on the bottom side is still pushing in their favor, but Super Ken is really committing onto this. They see that Altrigo are abandoning it and they go straight for that Lord. A great take by Bigetron, but the team fighting is just levels beyond, man. Altrigo need to try and get synergized. Nino keeps getting left out and he keeps getting picked off before the fight even concludes. You can't let that happen.
Talk about systematic gameplay, man. Look at the KDAs for Eman, for Luke and Moreno. They know where to bank on those gold to. It's Eman, the carry, but also the Barracan Hunter as well, so he's gonna be popping off in this late stage of a game.
Very good. Very good now. It's Lord marching in the mid. Altrigo. This is technically the first Lord though, but will not charge. Though, they will sacrifice that mid inner. Bigetron waiting for Luke's opening. There you go. I'm offended on towards Nino. No damage just yet though. Altrigo trying to hold on and defend their last 3 remaining turrets.
The mobility by Bigetron. Literally everyone except for Key can back away, and even Key. Against the Zask, against the Hylos, the slow is usually such a big problem, such a big issue, but not for the Glock. Super Kendo going in alone.
Very, very risky. Altrigo handled it well. They have defended their 3, but the bottom side is actually taken down.
Wow.
So that's a win for Bigetron.
Now we're kind of questioning the Tikreal pick Rashi here because there's 2 Purifies. Key technically has a built-in Purify. Super Ken also. Meanwhile, Super Luke, when he's there, he can cancel it out.
Yeah.
Cancel that engage from Owen. Now that Tigreal is much harder for him to make a play at this point.
He needs to play as a counter engager.
Now Super Luke.
Now Super Luke though, showing off. Owen catches a glimpse of Key right here, but he's gonna do nothing. And he can do nothing because of the power of nature. But look at Moreno.
Oh my god.
The usual Moreno. Moving forwards, unconcerned about the kind of throwback, the kind of damage that Altrigo can kind of respond with. Super Luke with the brute force though. Again, even more mobility. Every single time a fight begins, they kite back and forth. And because they're Altrigo are trying to actually secure the fight, you can see Nino, Roundel, Nile walking forward so desperately, getting slowed, taking damage, and eventually they get picked off. And that means that the backline are always forced to fight without protection, without coverage from the implosion, from the glorious pathway either.
You can see the hesitation from Alter Ego's team right now. Looks like the robots put a firewall around the base. And they really cannot get out, cannot decode what Bigetron Alpha has. And right now, like, what can they do at this point? Just hanging out on the base?
Even if they want to try and go for pickoffs here, with the Thunderbolt and the Athena for the Benedetta, with the Queen's Wings for Luke on the Ruby, with another Athena on the Key. These are all itemizations to try and mitigate burst damage, right? To mitigate the pickoff potential. If they have to beat Bigetron, it will have to be in a long, drawn-out fight. And the thing is, Bigetron will not give that to Altrigo for free. As Moreno tries to poke around, but look at Nino once again, so far ahead from the rest of them, as the Lord gets snuck away.
Yep. Really nothing you can do when you have that front line in front of you.
8,000 gold lead as well.
Yeah, and Super Luke Arashi, just like a Super Luke true fashion. We saw this guy on Trizla building War Axe to a Queen's Wings. And even in a Ruby, it's still the same. He wants to kind of make those outplays, using that spell fams to make those TikTok plays, man.
It's also the fact that there's a lack of burst damage technically for Alter Ego right now. Heist is the only one that can kind of, serve as burst damage. So for the most part, he knows he can sustain from the initial damage and sustain back up to full in the midst of a crazy team fight. With the Lord coming in, look at the wave management. Everything's gonna crash together at the same time, and Moreno doing classic Moreno things.
Does Alter Ego have enough firepower to defend this push? Super Ken jumping in. Good pull on towards Nino and say goodbye to Nino yet again. Oh, and with a flicker implosion, but canceled out by Luke. Now Luke will fall. It's a 1-for-1, but the Lord is still up. Super Ken finds a kill. The Lord will do the job as Bigetron looks to end the game. But Alter Ego, they need to clear the mid wave to stay alive. Niall puts a kill on towards King, but punished by Moreno. Base wide open. Bigetron Alpha takes game 1.
Super systematic gameplay here from Bigetron Alpha. It doesn't look like they were super dominating, like Onyx just ran through everybody. But the fact that they were taking it slow, just choking Alter Ego on their base. What a game. What a display of skills by these 5 men.
A great show of decision making.